See here, Apache POI is an API used to interact with Microsoft Office documents, MS Office files like Excel, Word, Outlook, PowerPoint using Java programming, only Java programming, not in Python, not in C#.NET. Using Java, you want to interact with MS Office files in Java programming, we need a third-party API, another library, which is the Apache POI. You know, Apache is most popular open source organization. Mostly they created a number of libraries for Java platform. Apache POI is a most popular interface, that is a most popular API used in Java programming to interact with, to work with Microsoft Office files such as Excel, Word, Outlook Express, and PowerPoint, Microsoft Access, etc. Apache POI is a most popular interface, a most popular API used in Java programming to work with Microsoft Excel files. Here, we are learning or using Apache POI to work with Microsoft Excel sheets in order to fetch the test data present in the Excel file, also to write the results after test execution into the Excel files. Okay. My question, will standalone Java can interact with Microsoft Excel? If Java able to interact with Excel, if Selenium standalone able to interact with Excel, we does not require the Apache POI. Standalone Java cannot interact with MS Office file because Java belongs to one organization. Now it belongs to Oracle, previously Sun Microsystem. Microsoft Excel belongs to another organization, Microsoft Corporation. To interact with other product, this Java community does not create anything. A third party, Apache Software Foundation, created a library to work with MS Office files using Java programming, that is the Apache POI. Listen. And everyone, this concept, you know, Apache POI, working with Apache POI, using Apache POI is a very, very important, especially for the people who are planning for some experience, because we have implemented only one approach, that is test engine approach for developing test cases. In all remaining test approaches, test cases, test data, results, we manage in Microsoft Excel. So you must know properly how to use Apache POI to work with Microsoft Excel in Java programming. So today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow, these 3-day sessions are inputs for implementing remaining most of the automation test frameworks. Right. Here, I'm creating a new Java project. So for example, I'm giving a name like Excel project. The name I give an Excel project, but basically it is a Java project. The name I give an Excel project, but it is a Java project. Okay. Now here, I'm creating some package, for example, demos or whatever. Right. Now my question here, okay, I'm creating a class, say demo test. I am using main method. Okay. So what I'm doing here, I created a new Excel file. In this Excel file, I'm managing some test data. So for example, username, the password, okay, result, something like this. Here, I'm preparing some sample data here. In order to test some login functionality, maybe Primus Bank admin login or whatever, a valid username, a valid password, a valid username, wrong password, wrong username, correct password, wrong username, and wrong password I'm giving here. Okay. I want to execute some login test case using this data. Finally, I want to output the results here, pass, fail. Pass, I want to show with green color, fail, I want to show in red color. This is my requirement. My question, I was not associated anything here, Apache prior, nothing. Here using standalone Java, can I write some code here? Can I write some code here to fetch the data from this Excel? Do answer me. Can I write some Java code here using Java code? Can I read data from Excel? That is my question. Yes. Nitin, file IO concept used to fetch the data from only TXT file, file input stream, file output stream, file reader, buffer reader. They works only with the text files, not with Microsoft Excel. And Kavita, you said yes. Standalone Java cannot fetch data from Excel, only Java alone. If Java alone able to fetch data from Excel, first of all, we no need to talk about the Apache POI. Standalone Java cannot read or cannot interact with the Microsoft Excel. Java needs some extra libraries to work with Microsoft Excel. That extra library is nothing but Apache POI. Got it? Right. So now, okay, it's something like this. You answered this question. Using Java, can we interact with HTML, nothing but web elements? You answer this question. Using Java, can we interact with HTML elements? Raj said yes. Raj, if using Java alone, if you are able to interact with HTML elements, why you need Selenium API? You no need to associate Selenium API. Raj, you agree with me? If standalone Java able to interact with HTML elements, able to find the elements and perform some operation, why you need Selenium? Not required. So Java is a programming language. There are n number of APIs available, open source APIs available for different purposes. Supposing I want to get the data from a database, SQL server using Java programming, you need to add a plugin, that is API, which is JDBC driver. To interact with HTML component, Java needs a plugin, that is Selenium. To interact with Microsoft Excel sheet, Java need a API plugin, that is Apache POI. Got it? Java is a programming language. There are n number of softwares available in the market. If you want to use Java to interact with different softwares available in the market, Java needs a extra plugins, APIs, third-party APIs. So Apache POI is a third-party API. Why we are using a word third-party here? Because it not belongs to Java company, not belongs to Sun ecosystem, that is now not belongs to Oracle. Apache POI I'm talking about. It belongs to a company, Apache.org, Apache Software Foundation. You know, Apache people have implemented many APIs to interact with different softwares using Java programming. I hope you heard about Apache Tomcat, Apache Maven, Apache JMeter, you know, which is the best competitor for load runner, performance testing tool, JMeter. Here, J stands for Java meter, shortly we call it as JMeter. In fact, this JMeter tool also belongs to Apache Software Foundation. Apache is an open source community. They created many libraries based on Java platform to work with various softwares. In that, Apache POI is one of the API, right? Now, as I want to see here, I want to fetch data from Excel. As standalone Java will not permit me to interact with Microsoft Excel, I have to download and associate Apache POI to my Excel project, correct? I have to download and associate Apache POI libraries to my Excel project. Let us do that. Parallelly, you also do this because it's needed. Parallelly, you also do this. Open some browser, then go to google.com. Here I am explaining you downloading and associating Apache POI to your Java project. And here type download Apache POI. Okay. Download Apache POI. Click this link, download link. Here we have the latest stable version, Apache POI 4.12. The binary distribution and source distribution. See, we need a binary distribution. Source distribution meaning, you know, open source generally concept, you can download the source code you can add some other features. You can distribute. But here we are using the binary distribution for usage. We are not developing or updating Apache POI. We are using the Apache POI. Here we have the zip file, this one. This one. Okay. You download this file. This one you can download. Oh, okay. This one you can download. Both are same. Already in my system, I have downloaded. You try to download this. You download this one. Right. After downloading this file, you'll get a compressed file, right? Zip file, right? Extract to your system somewhere. POI. Apache POI. Okay, we'll do one thing. I will also download it. We download the file. Already there it is. You'll get a folder inside. POI. Extract to. I'm putting in my D drive. I'm extracting to my D drive. Done. It comes with many jar files actually. I'll show you. It comes with a group of jar files. All the jar files you have to associate to your Java project. Okay. Now let's see here at my D drive. POI. POI, this one. This is the folder. Here, you have received many jar files here. In the POI folder, here POI stands for poor obfuscation implementation. While giving the notes, I'll give the notes about it. Here we have a group of jar files. Not only here, it's completely some documentation or tutorials about the Apache POI. Inside the library folder also, we have some jar files. Here in all the jar files, if you are using testng, you no need to use JUnit. You know, testng is the higher version of the JUnit. Log4j features and JUnit features, everything available in the testng, it's not needed. These two are not required. Nothing wrong associating them. And here we have another folder, UXML, XML library. They used to work with the higher version of the Excel, meaning, you know, old version of the Excel, MS Office 2003, up to 2003, 2007, I hope. Will you get the extension of .xls? You know, the latest version, you will get the extension .xlsx, xlsx, Word document docx, like that. If you want to work with the higher version, today mostly last 8 years we are using higher version of the Excel. These also we have to associate. Okay, now what I will do, I'm associating all the jar files comes with the Apache POI. Right click on your Excel project, properties, Java build path, add external jars, the POI folder, all the jar files I am associating. The jars comes with the XML library also. Jar files available inside the XML library also. And also the jar files present in library folder also. If you want to go with testng, JUnit, okay, and log4j are not needed. Nothing wrong, you can associate everything. Later also you can remove them if you do not want it, leave them, and click apply. So these many jar files, all jar files comes with Apache POI, we have to associate. Apply and close. Done. So now all the jar files belongs to Apache POI, comes with the Apache POI, we have to associate them. Surya, your question, what is a jar file? Then what you have learned this many days? Selenium is also a jar file, right? TestNG also we have associated many jar files, Java archive files, compressed format of Java libraries. It comes with a set of classes and packages designed for a specific purpose. A number of classes will be compressed into executable jar file, Java archive files, jar, Java archive files. Right. Now, you did it? Did you associate the jar files? Did you associate the jar files? After downloading Apache POI, all the jar files comes with Apache POI, you associate to your Java project. See, first I created a Java project with the name Excel project, and I have associated Apache POI jar files here. Done. Now, here, POI, what is this POI? POI stands for, actually they have used some negative keywords here. See what is POI stand for? Poor obfuscation implementation. Poor obfuscation implementation. Showing other things. See this one. Poor obfuscation and implementation. Right. See, coming to this Apache POI, see, we can work with old version of the MS Office files and also new version of the MS Office files. You know, old version comes with .xls, right? The new version comes with dot XLS, yes, XLS, X. So here, the Apache POI provided two types of implementation, HSSF and XSF implementations to work with Excel files, Microsoft Excel files. What is this HSSF? Let's see. Here HSSF stands for horrible spreadsheet format. Let's see this. No, they given the name like that. I cannot do anything. Horrible spreadsheet format. Let's see. HSSF. Horrible spreadsheet format. It is used to work with old version of the XLS files, .xls files, old version. And XSF stands for extensible or XML. Extensible or XML spreadsheet format. Let's see here. XSF, I said, right? Extensible spreadsheet format, shortly XML spreadsheet format. XML spreadsheet format. It is used to work with the latest version of the XLS file. Oh, sorry. Latest version of the XLS files, higher versions. So today, last 8 years, we are using XSF implementation. We are not using HSSF implementation. You know, old version of the Excel comes with .xls. Last 8 years, right from MS Office 2007 or 2010, I think, 2010, we are getting .xlsx. So to work with the latest version of the files, we have to go with XSF. We no need to use the HSSF. It is old version, right? Now, till this point you understood, please confirm. I'll continue. Apache POI offered two types of implementation. HSSF implementation, which is used to work with the old version of the Excel. XSF implementation, which is used to work with the new version of the Microsoft Excel. So today we have to learn this XSF implementation. Right. Okay, now let's see otherwise. Let's see. Here I'm saving this file, the sample data I have created, maybe in my D drive. I'm giving a name like test data is the name I'm giving. Okay. You please observe the extension of the file, test data. This one. I'm showing you the properties of this file. You please observe the extension .xlsx. All recent version, MS Office 2010, 2013, 2016, MS Office 365, you know, recent version 365, all comes with an extension of .xlsx. So we have to use XSF implementation, right? Friends, everybody, slowly I'm teaching this topic because it is very, very important for further advanced Selenium. Well, now here, for Apache POI used to read and write Excel sheet data using Java programming. We'll talk about file input stream, file output stream later. Better, it's very, very important. You have to note down this. You please, I'll explain later, you note down this. You please observe in the middle, I have given the interfaces available in the Apache POI. I have given the interfaces comes with Apache POI. Workbook is an interface, superclass. This workbook superclass interface implements two classes. HSSF workbook, it is used to work with the old version of the Excel. XSF workbook class, meaning if I am working with the old version of the Excel workbook to perform some workbook level, book level operation, you know, workbook will have the sheets, right? Listen. What it is called? The object what I am slightly moving, what it is called? This whole Excel workbook, right? It is Excel workbook, right? Now a Excel workbook, cell, no, not this one, friends. The entire area. What it is called totally? Workbook. The whole I am talking about, not a particular, this thing. A workbook will have, yes, a workbook will have sheets. Good, sheets, okay. A sheet will have rows. First rows. Each row will have cells. Generally we call columns, but as per Microsoft Excel terminology, we have to call them as cells. So workbook is a parent. Workbook will have the sheets. A sheet will have the rows. Each row will have cells. Correct? Now, to perform book level operation means I want to create a new workbook. I want to open a workbook. I want to close a workbook. To perform book level operations, this class is given. XSF workbook class. Book level operation. If that Excel file is a old version, I create an object for the HSS workbook class. If the Excel file you are working with a new version, I create an object for the XSF workbook class. These two classes belongs to workbook interface. Okay? Similarly, sheet, XSF sheet, HSSF sheet. XSF sheet, HSSF sheet. These two belongs to sheet interface to perform sheet level operation, row level operation, cell level operations. So here, workbook, sheet, row, cell are the interfaces, implement these classes. Left side classes are to work with the old version, right side are to work with the new version. Here I clearly mentioned this one. Better quickly, can you make a note of this? Better you make a note like this, as it is important. Apache POI provided, take the notes in this way better. Apache POI provided the following interfaces and classes. To work with Microsoft Excel files. And quickly you make a note of the slide, whatever I have given. In the middle, I listed the interfaces available in the Java. These interfaces implements HSSF, XSF classes. To work with the old version of the Excel, we use the left side classes. To work with the recent version, higher version of the Excel, we use these XSF classes. Have you finished, right? Right. Right. Now, let us see whatever I have shown in the slide. Let me show you here. Because already the Apache Pi associated to your Java project. See, just for today, I'm showing you what is available in Apache Pi. And tomorrow we start the implementation. Let's see here. So what is the first interface I said? Workbook. Let's see. You do observe here. Workbook is the interface. Did you observe that? Workbook is the interface. I. Here I stand for interface, you know. And these workbook interface provided, I said two types of classes. To work with the old version, HSSF workbook. You please observe everything so that we start using them. It's a class, HSSF workbook. And the other one, XSF workbook. See, all these available in the Apache Pi. If I have not associated Apache Pi, I cannot use these classes and their methods to work with Excel. XSF workbook. What is the other interface I said? Sheet. Sheet. Here, you please observe carefully. This is a commonly doing mistake by us. There are two interfaces. One is available in a package sl.usermodel. org.apache.py.sl.usermodel. The next interface, one more interface available with the same name in some other package, ss.usermodel. So I recommend use the second one, spreadsheet.usermodel, second one. SS, you remember SS. SS stands for spreadsheet.usermodel, this one. Okay, this is the interface. This interface implements, sorry, HSSF sheet, this one, and XSF sheet, this one, XSF sheet. And the other one, say I'm showing you what are the interfaces and classes available in the Apache Pi. The next one, row is an interface, I said. Row. Row is the interface. So you take all the interfaces from Apache Pi dot spreadsheet.user model package, ss.user model. Row is the interface. It provided HSSF row is a class, this one. And the other one, XSF row. XSF row. This one, XSF row. What is the other interface? Cell. Cell. Cell is the interface name, this one. It implements HSSF cell, also XSF cell. XSF cell. So these are the various interfaces and classes available in the Apache Pi. Just I have shown you all these are the interfaces and classes available in the Apache Pi to work with the Microsoft Excel. Okay, you tell me now, you want me to use XSF implementation or HSSF implementation? If you are working with the new version of the Excel, we have to go with XSF implementation, correct? Right, right. Good. Now, here itself, briefly, I have to guide you the file input stream and file output stream. File input stream and file output stream. You know, file input stream, it's a Java class, not Apache Pi related. File input stream. See, this class available in java.io package. What this file input stream will do, while creating an object for this class, you have to specify the file path. File can be a TXT file, file can be a Excel file, file can be any other file. It reads the data into the buffer, memory, Java memory. Excel file, PDF file, Word file, TXT file, any file it can be. It reads the file as an image into the Java memory, file input stream. So the Excel file from where you want to get the data, first you have to take into Java memory using file input stream. Then we have to use Apache Pi to fetch the data from the Java memory, Java buffer. Similarly, if you want to write the results into a specified location, we have to use file output stream. So file input stream will take the file into Java memory. File output stream will write the contents available in the Java memory into the specified location. File input stream and file output stream. We'll use them. Right. Just I have given a small introduction for today. And I'll do one thing tomorrow after updating something. I'll upload this file into the drive. Today, there's nothing to upload here. I'll save this file. Okay. And for today, I stop here. Before you attend tomorrow's session, make sure you have downloaded Apache Pi and associated to your Java project so that we start learning, implementing how to read the data from Excel, how to write the data into Excel, how to count the number of rows, how to count the number of columns, how to update the colors, green color. After writing the results path, I want to show in green color. After writing the results file, I want to show in red color. All this stuff slowly one by one we learn. Okay. So I hope just today I have given a brief, precise introduction about what is Apache Pi. From tomorrow, we start exploring it. Before you attend tomorrow's session, make sure you have downloaded and associated Apache Pi to your Java project. Thank you. Take care. We continue tomorrow.